If you've watched even one of my videos, you'll know that I'm all about the practical life. I'm not really into supercars or tiny sports cars. I'm all about comfort. And at my age, which some might call middle age, but I'm not friends with those people anymore, I really am just about being comfortable. As you can tell, I'm wearing Crocs, which should tell you everything you need to know about me. But they're very much on trend at the moment, even if the haters hate that. So, is the Mercedes-EQB the Croc of the EV world? You know, practical, comfortable, and very much on trend? Well, I like to think so. When it comes to looks, Crocs are pretty out there. Thankfully, the EQB is a lot more refined and conventional looking. In fact, it mirrors the GLB it is based on. It might not be the most standout in the crowd SUV, but it's almost elegant in its simplicity. But there's no denying that it is something special just by looking at it. It's got that black panel grille mentioned in the EQA video with the central star, as well as the continuous light strip at the front and the rear. Exclusive to this model are light alloy wheels in a bi- or tri-color design, up to 20 inches in size, in some cases with rose gold colored or blue decorative trim. Step inside, and this is where it all comes quite alive for me specifically, obviously, because I love the practical side of things. Look how much space is in the rear. Now, this is the 5-seater, but there is that option to put 7 seats in. Now, I don't even think you need to have, a litter of children in order to buy a 7-seater SUV, because even me, who's just having the one and done child, is very happy to have a 7-seater because I love all the space. Because once you put those very rear seats down, you have an enormous boot for stuff. And this 5-seater has just that, an enormous boot. What is incredible with the 7-seater is that between row 3 and 2, you can fit 4 child car seats, plus one in the front, if you're allowed to do that, I'm not sure. But that's 5 car seats in a car. That's almost like unheard of. It just really is a perfect family car. And so for those who are thinking, well, there's no family car that is an EV and that's going to be big enough, well, this EQB is here to say, no, I am all kinds of practical and I am here for your family. Just look at this boot, it's all square, there's no lip, so it makes things really easy to put things inside. As you can tell, I've haphazardly put all our camera equipment in here. It was so easy to do, even though my cameraman watched me with his beady eye. But I just love how practical it is, and you probably can tell how excited I am about all of that. I just love that there's no stress and anxiety around space issues. When it comes to standard spec, the EQB doesn't compromise. It has the progressive package, LED high-performance headlamps with adaptive high beam assist, the Easy Pack tailgate with electrically operated opening and closing, keyless go, 18-inch light alloy wheels, navigation connectivity package, comfort seats with 4-way adjustable lumbar support, active parking assist with Parktronic, and a reversing camera and multi-function steering wheel in leather. Phew! The EQB 350 4MATIC is offered with an Edition 1 package that includes AMG body styling, roof rails in black, heat-insulating dark-tinted glass, 20-inch AMG multi-spoke alloy wheels, leather trim in Neva Grey with cyber-cut blue trim, heated front seats, and special floor mats with Edition 1 lettering. If you want things such as a panoramic sunroof or adjustable dampening, for example, Mercedes-Benz will add them at a cost. And if you want to add the extra row of seats, you're looking at around 22,000 Rand. But can you put a price on practicality? The GLB has 2 electric motors, one on each axle, and it's got a 66.5 kilowatt-hour battery. The outputs are at 215 kilowatts and 520 newton meters. So you could get to 100 kilometers per hour in just 6.2 seconds. Not that you're going to really want to do that, right, and blow your family's heads back, although that can be fun as well, especially when they least expect it. But, the average driver of this car is probably going to spend most of their time around the city with a smidge of highway driving. Sort of like, the school run. I hate saying that because it makes you sound like, only a parent would drive this, but kind of the reality of it is that this is such a family car. So it's really perfect for the school runs. It's got the space, it's got the speed, because you'd like to know that you need to maybe get there quicker than expected. most families are often running late. It's a very quiet drive, and remember, without an electric motor, there's really nowhere for sort of wind noise or, road noise to hide. So the fact that this cabin is still very quiet is quite remarkable. I think the only noise that will intrude into this cabin is that of screaming children. And what is great is the ground clearance, which is at 165 millimeters, which means that it's not going to be out of place on a gravel road. And I don't know about you, but often we book a place to go on holiday without realizing that it might be a gravel road sort of from the main road to the entrance of the place that you're staying. And you end up on this like potholed sort of off the beaten track terrain. And you're often very grateful for being in a car that can actually handle that.
When it comes to charging times, as with all EVs, it really depends on many factors. But if you're able to get to a direct current charger with an output of 100 kilowatts, you're looking at around 30 minutes to get from 10% to 80%.
When it comes to the range of the GLB, you're looking at close to sort of 400, like 392 up to about 423 kilometers. Again, it depends on how you drive, where you drive it, etc. But that's with any EV.
The biggest issue about this EQB is its price, right? It's not exactly considered an affordable SUV at 1.3 million rand. And you'd want to probably be off the grid if you're going to buy it. But I don't have to tell you all of this because the customer who's looking for a family EV SUV is going to have this on their shortlist. And I'm just going to stand here looking good in my Crocs.